Hey there, Turkey Trotters! I hope you enjoyed Savings Challenge tip number 9, cut the landline, and that you see where and how much you can save just by getting rid of your home phone or your landline services that you barely even use. As always, remember to keep track of your savings to date as we have $1,000 to save before this month is out. So let's keep the savings going with our next savings challenge tip. Tip number 10, ditch the cable TV, or at least the premium channels. All right, so cable television. I remember there was a point in time where I went without cable for a very long time. And the reason I did it was because I was just like, man, my cable bill is expensive. And this was, I had like the HBO, the Cinemax, the Showtime, on that plan. And I'm like, gosh, I'm not even home that much to even be watching cable TV. And not only that, I was traveling at that time, with work. So I was always gone from home. Okay. And just when you think about it, over these last couple of years, just how much the cable TV has went up in pricing. I mean, back then I was spending maybe like $50 a month. But now cable television has doubled, and in some cases tripled, because now they're wanting you to get all these stations. They've added like all the music stations, and you got all the different versions of HBO, all the different versions of Showtime and Cinemax and all these other stations that are out there now. So, and the cost is just really ridiculous. Okay. So about 3 years ago, I canceled my cable television service because I thought about it. I was like, wow, I can do something else with that money. Not only that, I can put more time into doing other things, such as reading, reading different books, and expanding my knowledge that way. Well, last year, when my brother moved with me, I got cable TV. That's only because he was here and he wanted cable television. And like I said, I didn't have cable TV for like a good three years. And what I had was a digital box. That's what I was using over the last 3 years. So I just paid like $40 for a digital box from Cons versus, having cable. And I mean, and it picked up the stations that I normally watch. And at that time, I was only watching maybe 2 or 3 stations on TV. And that was the news channel, the local news channel, or Daystar TVN. Those are like the 3 channels. Oh, and the Urban Houston Network. That was another channel. Oh, maybe I should say more than 2 channels. Because now I'm thinking about the other channels that normally come on. Oh, PBS. That's like one of my favorite channels. Okay. So that cost me nothing, because those are local stations that you can just easily pick up with your digital box. All right. So let's look at some examples here. Right now, well, let me go back. As I said, I got the cable when my brother moved with me last November. He's no longer living with me because he moved to his own place. I kept the cable, but it's something I'm going to share with you on how much that cable is costing per month. You'll be surprised, it's only $21 per month. But trust me, as soon as the year is out, which I think my contract is up come December, I'm still canceling it because I want my $21. I know some people may say, actually, that's so cheap for cable. Yes, it is, but when I hardly watch it, I mean, why even spend that $21? It's exactly $21.21 per month. Yes, call me frugal, but I'm canceling it. All right? Because what's going to happen is no longer going to be $21.21 per month after that last month when it gets ready to expire. So it's probably going to double or triple in price. And I don't want that extra expense. So let's just take a look at some examples here. On average, cable will probably run you today on the low end, just for even your basic channels, maybe 120 channels, probably not even that many. I'm going to say 80 channels. You're probably looking at $40 to $50 per month. That's on the low end, just for your basic of the basic channels, 80 channels. All right. And that's still kind of high, you know, $40 to $50 a month. And I say 50 because you got to factor in the taxes and everything. Well, on your higher end, once you add in all your premium channels, like, you know, your HBO, your Cinemax, your Showtime, your ESPN network, all these things, you're probably gonna be well over the $100 mark just for cable. All right, so let's stay within that $50 to $100 range. That's a lot to spend, and especially for those of you who work a lot, and by the time you get off work, you're not focusing on television. You probably don't even want to look at another screen if you're sitting in front of a computer screen all day. And you probably have so many other things on your plate to the point where you're like, I don't have time to even watch television. And if you do watch it, you probably turn it on for maybe 30 minutes or an hour. So ask yourself, is it really worth it for 30 minutes or an hour, you know, maybe 2-3 times a week to be paying $50 to $100 a month? Probably not. So let's look at some ways that you can save on your cable. You don't necessarily have to keep that service, all right? There are other alternatives, such as Hulu.com, Netflix. You can actually go to some of the stations, to some of the network stations, to their online sites and watch some of your shows for free. You hear me? For free. Okay? So that will save you. Let's just say you do go to some of the online network sites, say like, you know, for ABC. I know a lot of people out there like Scandal. I like Scandal, you know, even though I don't watch it every Thursday. But knowing that I can go back and watch it online the next day, that's even better. Well, if you look at that, where you can go and watch it for free, or watch some of these TV shows for free online, you will save $50 to $100 a month. That's going to the extreme of not having cable TV at all, okay? And you're just accessing everything online for free. Now, when it comes to like your Hulu or your Netflix, and there's one more out there, I can't think of the name of it at this present time, but I mean, Hulu and Netflix will probably run you about anywhere from $7 to $10 per month. So even with that, you're still saving, you know, excuse me, my allergies again. You're still saving, you know, what, $43 if you $43 to $93 per month just on a $7 subscription, right? And if you're spending $10 a month, you're saving $40 to $90 per month. Okay, just with Hulu or Netflix or any other service provider, online service provider out there. So just think about the savings that you can amass over a year's time, not just within the month. Yes, we're looking at it on a monthly basis, but just also consider it on an annual basis too, how much you can save. All right? So your to-do list when it comes to ditching the cable TV or the premium channels. Before I say that to-do list, let me back up. If you think about it, Most of the movies that come on your Cinemax or your Showtime or your HBO, you can go rent those from Redbox. Okay, $1.50 at Redbox. And you can watch it for however long you want to watch it within that 24-hour period. Because all it is on those premium channels, they're just playing the same shows over and over and over. Not only that, even on regular TV stations, the same thing comes on all the time. There's not really much difference in what comes on all of these stations. Nothing but reality TV shows and other crazy things that come on television. Not much that's really feeding your brain. But if you look at it from that perspective of savings, get your Redbox. Cancel those premium stations and go rent your Redbox movie. Or like I say, go to Netflix. All right? So your to-do, which I just gave you some of it, always look at what you spend monthly and annually on your cable bill or your cable services, including the premium channels. Factor in how much you really watch television, how much you really watch HBO or Cinemax or Showtime. Okay? Just factor those things in. All right? If you see that your cost is outweighing your utilization, cancel that cable service or cancel those premium channels. All right? Because remember, we're all about savings right now. So anything where you can cut back on and save, definitely do it. All right? Now, if you want to keep the cable, at least ditch the premium channels. And I know premium channels can run about $39 a month. That's if you have like all three. You know, $13 for Showtime, $13 for Cinemax, $13 for HBO. That's $39 where you can put towards something else. All right? Sorry, my nose. Allergies again. The next thing to do is also look into other television alternatives, such as investing in a digital box. Okay, like I say, $40 at Conn's or Walmart or Target. I bought mine from Conn's. And trust me, as soon as this subscription is up, come December, I think it's up next month, I'm going back to my digital box because that's $21 a month that I am going to be saving. All right? The other alternatives, like I say, are Netflix or Hulu.com, or even look at the network stations online, you know, that would allow you to watch for free. You know, how important is it for you to watch it that same day? And I know so many people who DVR all these TV shows and they don't watch TV until the weekend. So DVR and plus paying the extra for a DVR, you know, each month to rent the actual box itself, that's another $8 a month. So why not log on to those sites for free, or Hulu.com, or even your Netflix, and watch the same shows for zero to little cost per month. All right? And there's one more thing I was going to say about the cable. You can also look into your local mailers, and this is actually how I got my cable for $21 per month. Actually, it was $19.95, and I get all the channels, but like I say, I still only watch a few of them. Look in your local mailers, because sometimes the cable providers will offer, you know, really good rates. And I paid I think mine was like 140 channels for $19.95 per month, and that was through DirecTV. And they waived the installation fee. And there was like two other things that they did. So that's how I got my bill for like $19.95 a month, $21.21 with taxes. Okay? So look at your local mailers. That's another option. You know, if you just want to keep your cable services and you want certain channels that, you know, your digital box won't allow you to get just what, your basic TV, look into your local mailers and see what you can, see what offers are out there, whether it's with Comcast or Dish Network or DirecTV or what have you. Because the local mailers come out every month, and that thing is packed with coupons and savings and all of those things. So definitely check your local mailers too. If you just have to have your cable services and there are certain channels that you want to watch, that basic, cable television won't allow you to have or won't allow you to access. So with all that being said, I hope this tip was a good one for you. I know it was a long one, longer than the previous videos, but I hope it was a good one for you, and that you're able to apply it to maximize your savings. Let's stay in the race, turkey trotters, and remember to provide your feedback. Sound off on your progress. I want to hear from you. Okay? So, enjoy. Happy savings. Tip number 11, it's on its way. Bye-bye.